Looks like they're going to happily turn this one down and let the play stand. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Has this at the 6. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And he was pushing for midfield there before they finally dragged him down at the 45.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens headed up 1st and 10. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. A designed run, Jackson keeping it. And he won't be able to get past the line, and very quickly, Brock, they're going to be facing 3rd down to begin this ball game.
I can promise you, that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that, but let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
Has his man, it's cut by Andrews. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. So we're through one. The Vikings have played to an early lead. More from U.S. Bank Stadium after the break. Back at beginning of the 2nd quarter, Ravens in possession. They've got a first to begin the frame. From the pistol, Henry. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Working quickly here. Pistol snap to Jackson. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Byron Murphy picks it. And the Vikings take over after forcing the first turnover of this ball game.
Well, you put more dime defenders on the field, and what you really see are so many more eyes. Remember, as a quarterback, you drop back, and you love to see those linebackers. You love to see base defense, but you get those DBs on the field, and it feels like everybody's looking at you, and it can lead to takeaways just like that.
And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
So many of the D tackles in the league today, Kate, at some point in their background were edge rushers before they maybe outgrew that position. But they've got an explosiveness, a get-off, and it leads to stops like that.
Let's go. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Finds a seam down the middle. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
There are times a quarterback's got to be blacksmiths. When you're in the pocket, there's just a certain timing and precision. But you get outside that pocket, you got to be an artist. You got to be creative, and this guy is.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap. They'll throw. That's complete. Here's Jones. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. First down now. Ball at the 33.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
McCarthy with a blitz coming. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
No gain on the
Quite
play.
a defensive
It's
battle,
third
Brock, that we
and
have got
10.
so far as we've reached our 2-minute warning. It's the Vikings holding the lead at US Bank Stadium. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Pressure coming, and they take him down. It's the exact opposite of what this offense needed. They now face 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
When we think about safeties, I mean, it's just right in the name, right? The safety is the last line of protection in the passing game. We don't think of them as blitzers. But, Kate, let me tell you, for a safety blitz to get home, they got to be great disguisers. They can't show that blitz early. That safety didn't, and the quarterback took the brunt of the contact.
He throws a bullet deep to the right side. And this is rejected. The defender knocks the throw away and forces a turnover on downs.
It's a turnover on downs.
The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Play action now with Jackson. This is completed downfield to Likely. And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of him.
1st and goal.
Breaking the huddle, here's 1st and goal. Henry has the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens earn the chance to tie before halftime. Derrick Henry, the touchdown.
Ravens.
Quite the throw from him on that play, Brock. Gotta say, he looked like he'd make quite the emergency quarterback for this squad if the need ever arises, huh?
And, Kate, I know how this plays out, all right? They worked on it all week. He showed out during the practice week on the practice field, and now he just showed out when it really mattered, and everybody's going to hear about it, and they don't mind, because you're absolutely right. That was a dime for 6.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. On the return, here's Price. He's stopped on the run back at the 27.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10. Play action, McCarthy. Buying some time right. This is Jefferson, and he's got it. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first.
It's a gain of
They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
and the Vikings.
You can't start a fire without a spark. Well, how about a lightning bolt? What a huge game that totally changes the tone of the drive.
So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
McCarthy trying again on 2nd down. Hits his running back. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. Give him 13 on that play. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Throwing again now, McCarthy. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
This is Mason on 2nd down. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Chidobe, Awuzie, they're on the tackle. Minnesota spends its 2nd timeout here. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. Looking to throw, McCarthy. And that one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there, just 11 seconds remaining. No luck finding his receiver that time. And 4th and 4 coming up.
That's one of those third down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
And he snapped it to McCarthy. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
Looks like they'll play it safe with a run to the outside. There he goes, right sideline. And somehow they've reached the end zone with no time remaining in the half.
Kate, you saw me chuckling. You know I love celebrating that run, but you know what I really love? I really love watching those linemen, and they just get to celebrate. They love an explosive play like that. Doesn't mean a long, extended drive, just a whole bunch of celebration.
And he's off the mark, no good. Some troubles for the rookie early here as he misses on the extra point. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Fielded at the 7. He's going to reach that 34-yard line before he stopped.
Oh, there's no question about it, Kate. That just infuses everybody. A little more bounce in your step now, both in and out of the huddle. And you want to pay off your special teams that sets you up for success.
Third quarter starts with a run from Henry. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Lamar. Isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that sack may change the next play call as it sends him backwards ahead of 3rd down.
It's 3rd down. 3rd and 11.
And bring the tight end left. Jackson now on 3rd. That one finds his man, likely. And he is inside the 20, down to the 19-yard line.
Just about every offense since the beginning of time, since the forward pass, Kate, has loved a tight end that could stretch the middle of the field. Man, I remember as a kid watching Kellen Winslow Sr. dice up right here between the hashes, and what a difference it can make for an offense.
Zone read, they'll hand off to Henry. Got the give on the zone read, and the defenders were waiting for him. He goes down for a loss. I think we both sensed it as the play was developing, Brock. It didn't look like either guy wanted the football, and you can see why with how well it played out defensively.
Yeah, there's 2 looks as a quarterback you hate to see on your teammate's face. When you throw your receiver into coverage and he gets smacked, and then when you pitch it out to the running back and he gets the negative yards on his stat sheet, yeah, that's one the quarterback's got to rectify.
What are you doing? Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. A tight end in motion now. 3rd and long for him here. Oh, defender there to knock it away, and he's able to do just that. 4th down coming up.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2, it could have gone the other way.
On 4th now, on comes Tyler Luke. Going to try this field goal for the Ravens. This from 40 on the right hash. Luke knocks it through. Hold on, though. There's a flag down here. Although, if this is on the defense, Brock, they're probably just going to decline it and keep that make. A fortunate break for them as they get a gift with roughing the kicker. Their offense heading back out to keep things going. You hate to see this on 4th down for that defense, roughing the kicker. Now they've got it first inside the red zone. Running it after the penalty. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing to run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Another run for Henry. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put 2 tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
Vikings in the dime on 3rd down. 6 DBs out there. It's a design boot. And he scores. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens grow the lead coming out of halftime.
Touchdown, Baltimore.
Quite the strike to his tight end, and the patience he showed waiting for that to break open. That was awesome, and it's rewarded with 6.
You know, it should be simple, Kate, right? In philosophy, it should be simple. Just plaster that big guy. Throw bodies at him in coverage, but stopping a tight end near the end zone is anything but simple with how deceptively good they are as route runners and finding that football when it arrives.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. On the return, here's Price. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
First and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. Here's McCarthy, 1st and 10. Bails out of the pocket quick. He takes it himself. And they're going to force him out just before he can get to the 35. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end, only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that first down anyway. Ugh.
So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. It's Vikings football. They're down, but not out on the scoreboard. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. From the shotgun, McCarthy. And this one's incomplete. Too low as it skips off the ground.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Now I'll give it to Mason. He gets a nice chunk. Looks like about 5. It's going to be 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
McCarthy operating from the pistol. Has him on the quick hitter. And they send him out of bounds as he gets this to the opposing 45. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Vikings are going to have a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now it's McCarthy. Completed over the middle. And they get this down to the 28. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
As any quarterback will tell you over the course of their career, it's not easy to deliver an accurate throw as you're about to get smacked.
incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So it's second down coming up. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
And he's brought down after a short gain.
As a quarterback, when you have an out route versus man coverage, you're just hoping and just praying your offensive guy could turn the hips of that defender. And once you see that, you got to cut it loose and let it go, just as they did right there.
Looking to his fullback now. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
You know, Kate, over the years, I have heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Back to the air, McCarthy. Throw caught at the 6. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal. It's the 2-minute warning here in Minneapolis. Vikings need to score quickly. Offense in position now. It's first and goal. Another throw here for McCarthy. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
Intended for Jalen Naylor. Incomplete. Leads to second and
goal. So the incompletion on first. Here is second and goal. Jones can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3.
Now things get a little dicey for this offense. One down left before a big decision to make. You continue to try running it against a front that stopped you, or you're now forced to put the ball in the air.
No place to go. Ravens take him down. And that's really one of the only things this offense couldn't afford to see happen, Brock. It's fourth and long.
I know we talk about rhythm a lot when it comes to music, but it's the same thing with the quarterback and his protection. This QB was in rhythm, but they knocked the notes out of him on that one.
Field goal doesn't move that needle. They're going for the touchdown. It's fourth and goal.
Here we go, shot. 60.
Desperation time here. And the touchdown is there, but it's dropped in the end zone from elation to heartbreak. A turnover on downs.
Oh, there was so much good on that play. Right play call, good route, great throw, Kate. Just needed to make the catch. That's a situation you expect your guys to convert in every time.
Baltimore offense to the line now. First and 10. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. They're going to pass it here. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Look at that power, deep left side. And that's sent to the ground by a defender and incomplete. Would have been one for the highlight reel, but instead, they're facing third down.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, well, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
To the air on third and long. He's able to hit Flowers, caught. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Minnesota spends its second time out here. Here's first and 10 from the 47.
It's a gain of 35.
Jackson yet again. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Looking for his wide receiver there. So it'll be second down.
He's counting his lucky stars. That one isn't headed the other way right now. That is not the time to challenge double coverage.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Lamar throwing again. And this is going to be incomplete again. Defender knocks this one away. That brings up 3rd down. You never want to overlook those Mike backers when you're throwing short, Brock. So often it's those guys and not the corners or the safeties that are going to be the ones in there breaking those up.
Yeah, and so often these linebackers of today, these middle linebackers, are just oversized safeties. They can really run and play the ball as he just did.
Out of the gun and give to Hill. And he's caught after getting about 4 yards. So that 3rd down run falling a little shy of the 1st. Now the Vikings use their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they had. So the offense free to start running the clock down now. 4th down. Here's Jackson. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty and off the field they go.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
Valuable lesson, man. I had to grow up. That's why I never ask for help. I do it for you and do it for myself. I go 0-2.
So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10.
Viking 18. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Get in the end zone.
Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
Intended for Jalen Naylor. Incomplete. Nate Wiggins on the coverage.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10.
Let's go now.
McCarthy to throw it. Finds a seam down the middle. And he hits the end zone. Touchdown. I hope nobody left early, Brock, because we have still got a game.
There are a couple different ways now to win on a fly route. You can just run right by somebody, or you can use that big body, try to win a one-on-one matchup. Whatever way you go about it, this is the type of upside this route can provide.
Now it's Will Reichert on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Vikings trim the deficit down to 5.
Ravens 20, Vikings 15.
So they only have 20 seconds left. They're down a score. This kick has to be perfect. Oh, the Vikings got to it first. They get it back.
By the Vikings.
One of the toughest things for a team to achieve successfully, and yet they made that look simple, partner, getting the ball back.
Yeah, unlike that round ball that you like to talk about, this one bounces in funny ways, and the numbers,
Yes, it does.
well, they're
Yes,
not
it
on
does.
your side on these onside kicks, but it happened to work this time and may embolden them in the future to take the risk again.
19 Lion. Let's stay 19.
Setting up to pass. And Willie, no, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
Here we go, set. 60 Eagles.
Here he goes, one final shot. And this one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. This game is over. So the Ravens will fly home with the win. And there was no easy